Okay, so let's get back to my initial question.
Yes.
I need a vehicle.
Yes.
I took a credit for that vehicle.
100%. Credit's not real.
Okay, so you own a vehicle.
Yes.
Do you own it or you have a credit? You finance it?
I own every vehicle that I have.
You paid cash?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you had to pay and finance it. Would you pay the debt?
No.
They would seize the property. They would seize your vehicle.
This is where, again, I wrote a book called The Grand Awakening from All Financial Illusion. I didn't write it. Athon did. The Grand Awakening from All Financial Illusion, you can get it at sovereignlawofficial.com. And basically, The Grand Awakening from All Financial Illusion will teach you absolutely everything that I am talking about now. All debts have already been paid for. If you know how to use that to your advantage, then if debt was real, let's play the straw man. If debt was real, how wouldn't I have assisted one of my friends in removing over $60,000 off of her credit report with just an affidavit?
How?
If debt was real. I'm asking, if debt was real,
I would say it's impossible.
It's definitely not impossible because we've proven it.
So
Affidavits. No, that's not a loophole. It's just understanding the law. Did you know that every time you get pulled over by a police officer and they offer you a citation, on the back end of that citation, you might pay $300 for it, but the court opens up basically its own bond. And that citation is now worth thousands of dollars, up to $40,000 to $50,000 sometimes on one citation. What? Nobody knows this. It's the underpinnings, exactly. It's the underpinnings of the financial institution, which is why I started with this entire podcast with everything is an illusion. Everything that you believe to be real or worth something or valuable is bullshit. Because again, if you've been paying for debts and then the government rewrites the financial system, was it even real? The government can now seize everything that you own if it's in crypto because they passed a bill? Was the crypto ever safe? Everybody said, hey, invest in crypto. Was it ever safe if they could do that? No. It was a part of the Great Reset. And the Great Reset is all about taking away human rights and making sure you are distracted enough, long enough, to never ask the question of how to stop it. That's the point.
Because I'm too busy watching Super Bowl.
Bingo. Because they're too busy watching anything. The entertainment that everybody has been watching, everybody's hearts are broken over all these people in the Epstein files, all these heroes, all these pedophiles who have been put in our faces for a reason. Part of government psyops, MK Ultra, whatever you want, whatever. I mean, Stranger Things, ultimate psyop, showing you exactly what the truth is and what they're pushing for. It's all, I would argue that all movies are showing you the truth in one dimension of reality or not. And all of it is real. And all of it is to distract you, to get us to the point where they can reset it just like they have many times. Precession of the equinox, every 13,200 years, or Graham Hancock, his documentary on Netflix, or his series on Netflix, showing all the collapses. How many times has the world collapsed? Rome is, the recent example that they give. How did we get there? How did some advanced civilization, we thought we were so advanced, and now AI is taking jobs like that, 500 jobs a day. It's probably way more than that, but I just watched a video today where they were analyzing it, and that's how they broke it down. But it's way more than that. Everybody is being replaced. That's the point.
Yeah, but they're saying the solution is UBI. We're going to sit on our couch, do nothing, and get the universal basic income.
No, the solution is social business. The solution is you and I working together to make change and bringing value to other people. That's why I told you in the beginning about my company. Why? Because the only way you would ever hear about that technology is me. The only way you would ever hear about the law unfiltered is by me putting it in books that they can't take away. They can rewrite the algorithm. I have proof. We have proof. That's why we're going viral right now. That's why we're killing it. We have all the proof in the world that they're rewriting the law and history right in front of our face. And they've done it many times. And if we don't do something right now to combat that, and social business could be one way to do that. A lot of people say network marketing and direct sales is a scam. Well, when AI takes all of your jobs, guess what you're only going to have? You're only going to have direct sales. See, all you're going to have. So now, what's your product going to be? Or how are you going to add value to other people? I would hedge that the world is now waking up, realizing that food is the only way, the real food is the only way of the future. Not this artificial flavor, artificial sweetener, processed sugar, all the maha that they're trying to expose. Food technology is the way of the future. How do you go into the food and find the healing property in it all? What is the healing property in the food? Meaning, we all know turmeric is good for us. It's an anti-inflammatory.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. What if you could go in and just extract from that turmeric the healing property and then give it to people? Because God, in my opinion, gave us everything that we need in the food. He gave us everything that we need. We got the air, we got the water,
right.
We got everything that we need, but now we pay for it with debt. So that's the inversion one. And two, if we use science is wonderful in my opinion. Science is incredible, but we got to use it to do the right things. And if we then go into, for instance, one of our food technologies I just told you about, all natural anti-inflammatory that lowers cellular inflammation by up to 47% at a cellular level at the marker. One ingredient, one from food, betadine, found in beets. Mm-hmm. Betadine is the thing that's attached to the sugar molecule in beets. We got the patent to extract the betadine from the sugar molecule, and now you get 500 beets worth of betadine in one little capsule. Mm-hmm. So now you take that. Isn't inflammation the root cause of
everything?
Yeah. In Tony Robbins' book, Life Force, his newest book, he outlines that all these billionaires are basically trying to find protocols to live forever. And we can now see that with the Epstein files as well. What if it was the secret to that potentiality was literally in the food? But we had to be righteous enough and use science to actually help people and not hurt people. Because I know a lot of science that has been used to hurt people. You just interviewed my boy Sean Hibbler. He just did an amazing video on chemtrails. And now we're starting to figure out that, wait a minute, these chemtrails could also be affecting the snow, and now the snow isn't melting? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's interesting. Hey, are we breathing that in? Wait a minute, in that example, they're not using science, in my opinion, for good. They can also put nanotechnology in there. They can do many things. So again, what I would say is we have to use everything that we have at our disposal to create new systems of change. We already have the blueprint for it. Social business, if everybody just took this limitless product that I told you about, this anti-inflammatory product, or this stem cell product that comes from food, and you share it with someone, and someone else shares it with someone, and someone else shares it with someone, and the company rewards you off of however many people you share it with, everybody goes, Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is living your life off of a social security number that never fucking mattered. And then the government was able to take away everything from you in an instant because they said so.
Okay, so
that sounds like a Ponzi scheme to me.
They're trying to do this, right? They're trying to seize our rights, assets, everything. You will own nothing and you will be happy. So with this, they will achieve what exactly? Because I believe they have everything they need. Do they have power? Yes. Is it almost unlimited? 2020 showed us it's almost unlimited. Do they have all the money in the world? Yes. Do they have the access to women, children, perverts, all that stuff? Yes. So what do they want to achieve more that they don't have now?
To eliminate the threat.
Which? There is no threat. Do you see any revolution in Iran?
Well, watch, hold on. An awakened mind is the threat. Today I saw a video of a gentleman He was in an airport in Atlanta, and he was kind of upset. And he was going, all of you MFs are just sitting here acting normal while they are releasing the Epstein files that everybody can go see, and they're eating babies. They're eating, and everybody's just sitting here acting normal. That's the right response. That's what everybody's thinking. Why aren't more people? Some people in the video were laughing at him. I actually felt sorry for those people. You want to know why? Because I believe that I was put here for a reason. I believe that I was put here to help awaken humanity to the greatness that it can achieve. And I always strive to live up to my own ideal of whatever that is. Always trying to be better. I met your son today. Beautiful spirit, right? What is the threat? The threat is you will do anything for that boy. You would do anything for him. The threat is I have children and I will do anything for them, especially protect the world that they are living in that is now trying to be taken away from them. Also in the Epstein files, it confirmed that the goal is to eliminate populations of people, specifically poor people. So if that is the goal, and I just told you that you'll always be a slave. You even mentioned if you're a W-2, if you're an employee, you're getting taxed. Yeah. So if the goal is to, and they showed that with the safe and effective, if that weren't the case, then all this research from Nicholas J. Hauser and the McCullough Foundation, all of that would be null and void. Why do they have to do that? If it was safe and effective, why would they have to do that to prove otherwise? Why would they have to take the snow and then send it into a lab to see barium and aluminum and all these other terrible things that are being rained down us on day to day? I don't want to live in that world. I don't think you do either. And I think that if you had 1 million or 2 or 3 million, I bet you we could find 50 million people who would agree with us. The world is one big illusion. How can a world be real when everything is run by something that is fake? Fiat currency, the dollar, Federal Reserve notes, those aren't even real. They haven't been real since 1933, and all debts are supposed to be paid for by the government. They needed to make a fictional currency for everybody to live off of. That's where the dollar comes in. That's where fiat currency comes in. It's not real because it's really not backed by anything. The government can continue to print money over and over and over, and yet we're trillions of dollars in debt. Because the United States isn't I would say a government. It's a corporation. Silence is acquiescence. Silence is agreement. So if you go through with something that is not just or true, you become complicit. That's how all of law works. So basically, everybody that consented to doing this, even though they had the right not to, said that they were okay with it in the eyes of law. And that's the manipulation behind it all. Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is living your life off of a social security number that never fucking mattered. And then the government was able to take away everything from you. An awakened mind is the threat.